It's crazy for me to think, but there was once a time where I was socially awkward. I had anxiety, if you so say. I never labelled myself with anxiety, but I had some sort of issue. I didn't really want to socialise with people. And obviously this issue was during the lockdown, because the lockdown just held so many lessons for me. You have to understand, this is why I say the lockdown is the best thing that ever happened for me. I learned so much shit from the lockdown. Sorry, I had to check the camera angle. I learned so much shit from the lockdown. You have to understand, this is the reason it was the best time for me. I learned so much about video games, which isn't ideal, but the video games sort of translate into life in some ways. I learned so much shit from myself. I learned so much shit about myself. I learned actually what I like to do and what I care about and what I care about most. It turns out it wasn't socialising. Socialising wasn't on that list. See, these days, socialising is simple for me. I look the camera in the eyes, like I look people in the eyes when I speak to them. I sit there, have a conversation. Can't sit still. Fuck it. Autism. Like you lot, your ADHD minds, your fucking Friday TikTok minds. I don't sit there and fucking, I can't stop, I've got to go do something else. I can sit there and have a conversation like a man. Anyone wants to try that shit out, come try me. Literally. It's natural for me. So it's really crazy to think there was a time where I wasn't like that at all. I was a complete pussy. I was a complete coward. I didn't even want to go outside. I was scared of going outside. And not because I was like, oh, I'm going to get the illness. It's more because I just didn't want to speak to people. I didn't even want to see people. I didn't want to be seen by people. I just wanted to shy away and live in this shell that had been created for me. And ever since then, you've probably been living exactly the same way as I've just described. You've been living in this little shell, hiding away from everyone, hiding away from him and everyone else, and all these girls that you miss by the opportunity talking to, because you're too scared and you're too anxious. So be it. That's fine. You can be anxious. If you don't approach that girl, someone else will. If you don't go make new friends, someone else will. And then that person won't want to be friends with you, because you look like this shy little dork. But regardless, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. You've seen the title. I'm going to fix your social anxiety. I'm going to fix your social awkwardness. Just one simple word. And there's literally nothing else you can do. It's going to be difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be mega fucking difficult for you. If you genuinely have social anxiety and you can't go outside and look someone without like sweating and shitting yourself, it's genuinely going to be so fucking hard to do this. But if you actually want to break out of social anxiety and you actually care enough, you'll take advice. You'll take action. Like that. The only way to fix your social anxiety, ladies and gentlemen, is by practicing socialising. All you have to do is practice. After the lockdown, like I said, I was a complete pussy. I had to go back to school. I was forced to practice, essentially. And you make friends with people you actually align with instantly. Like instantly, you align with them, so you're friends with them. Talking becomes easier. And then, as you talk more and as you become more so friends, you start to look them more so in the eyes when you speak. Because you genuinely love your brother. Not again. Man, I can't say that on YouTube. So, as a brother, right? You genuinely start to develop this strong bond and strong brotherhood with your best friend. You can trust them with everything. You can look them in the eyes and say, do you know what? I think you're fucking up. I think you're doing something wrong. In 1 year, if you actually try and you actually fucking focus. Look down. Focus. Actually, don't look down. Look in the eyes. You know, you need to have your head in the zone. And you need to stop being this little bitch. You can not practice playing video games. Because you're speaking whilst looking at the fucking screen. You know, you're speaking whilst playing Call of Duty. Yes, I downed one. Twist over there. I think you can tell I'm very good mood today. Monday, right? Everyone else hates Mondays, I love them. Fucking weirdo. You have social anxiety because you haven't practiced for so long. You haven't practiced for how fucking long? You're this little quiet introvert. You haven't practiced being open. You haven't practiced being wild. You haven't practiced speaking. And don't be open to the point where you're telling everybody your deepest and darkest secrets. Be open. Be brave. Be bold. Be big. You don't want to be this little fucking shy man. If I sit like this, you're going to think I'm shy. If I sit like this, you're going to think I'm fucking brave. You're going to think I'm bold. You're going to gain a little bit more respect from being socially able and capable, I guess. If you're too scared, who's ever going to look at you and respect you apart from the people who are also scared to socialise? You can hang out with people who are scared to socialise also, because you'll develop and learn together. That's fine. That actually works. I would actually suggest that more than just, I'd say find people who you're sort of lines with. If you're sort of lines with people who are also introverted and socially awkward, go hang out with them by all means. It will literally boost both of yours confidence, both of your social capabilities to the next level. You'll be growing alongside each other. When he starts looking you in the eyes, you'll be like, you used to be awkward, and now I've got to look you in the eyes. Or if you do it first, maybe he will, or she, right? I've got to be more inclusive, I understand. It's just mainly men watch this channel. I'm not thinking very much. You want to be absolutely confident when you speak. And the only way to develop this confidence is, like I said, you've got to go practice. Unfortunately, it's hard. It's fucking difficult, man. If I'm too scared to look the camera in the eyes, and I keep looking down here, look at my face, you're not going to want to watch. I'd be surprised if you're even at this point, to be honest, but you're not going to want to watch if I keep looking down and here and there and everywhere. Just a secret, just in case you wanted to start your own channel. If you don't look at the camera when you speak, unless you're playing some like game and you're looking over there, right, face cam in the top corner, like all these gaming YouTubers, no one's going to want to watch you. If you can't look somebody in the eyes when speaking to them, unless you're genuinely busy, like at the gym or something, shut up, you, or whatever, as you're doing your flies, you need to look them in the eyes when you speak. You can even practice this with your family. Can you look your family in the eyes when you speak to them? Because that's your family. If you can't even look your family in the eyes when you speak to them, holy shit, man, something's mega wrong. And you've got to change very, very fast. I suggest you go have a half-hour conversation with your mother, or your father, or your brother, or your sister, and you look them in the eyes the entire time. I'll give you a great example. My brother doesn't like to look people in the eyes. He doesn't like to look me in the eyes. I've never known him to look me in the eyes and speak. He's always like all around the fucking block. So obviously, I'm going to send him my advice. Hopefully it works. It worked for me. You have to understand, it worked for me. I was in the same situation as you, brother. I was scared to socialise to the point I didn't even go outside. I didn't get a haircut for 6 months because of COVID. It looks like that right now as well. I know, I need a haircut. I know I need a haircut, gents. But that's a different matter. No one gives a fuck about a haircut. You need to go and practice. It's going to be hard. It's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would be a socialising professional. You wouldn't have as much respect for being socially capable, looking somebody in the eyes, speaking slowly, concisely. I know I speak quick on these videos. It's something I need to improve. I've always spoken really fast for my entire life. I hope it's still understandable for you lot. I need to try and slow it down a little bit. I understand. It's something I'm practicing. It's something I'm trying to aim towards. I need to look the camera more in the eyes. I need to look people more in the eyes, even though I already do. Not in a creepy way where you're staring at them, but in a relaxed way. And this will come with time. It's going to be difficult. I cannot exaggerate and stress enough how difficult this is going to be. But you have to improve your socialising skills. You have to look somebody in the eyes. Genuinely look them in the eyes when you speak to them. People say look at the forehead, look at the nose or what's not. Bullshit. Pick an eye and look at it. That's what I do. I don't look in the forehead, I look in the fucking eye. Maybe it's wrong psychologically, but it's easier, no? And if you find a way that works easiest for you and you genuinely practice every single day, your social awkwardness and your social anxiety, or whatever the fuck you call it, will disappear. It's going to take a while. It's going to be difficult, but it will go if you just stay consistent and persistently try to get rid of that social anxiety.
It's coming home. It's coming home.